I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the pond. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride, Percy Feast is the spot to take the blues away. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time, in our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time.
Hey folks, welcome to Junk the Gym 3. We're back now draining the tank. We bought this handy little dandy pump right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Off Amazon. Like 30, 40 bucks, something like that. It seems to be doing a pretty good job. The hardest part we're finding right now is
we're getting there. Gas is going down.
in the Patuca. If I knew a trick to helping you out getting these in here, I would sure share it, but I have tried many tricks with these trying to get them in here when they're in holes like this, and I have yet to find one that really works good. Now sometimes you can't put a little dielectric grease in there and stick the nut in there and that'll hold the nut in place. Sometimes that works good, but otherwise good luck. Dielectric grease on jet skis is really not a bad idea because it does protect the terminals and keeps them from corroding, but unfortunately with a jet ski it doesn't last very long. The Yamaha XLT800. This is an 03 model. Now all the videos I've seen online, even on YouTube, doesn't show how to remove this pump. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've learned since doing this. Okay, underneath here, these little clips now, these you can just slide back. Let me show you this one. This is a little better. These you just slide back and these will pop right off of here. Nice and easy, okay? But this one over here, I have found that right here, that you can't just pop that off. It doesn't happen. So you have to take the screw out of the top and the bottom here, drop this thing down, and then put this, what is it, let's find out the number on this one. I can't read the number on it. Anyway, it's an Allen, and you have to take the nut off the bottom, which is down underneath there. You take the nut off the bottom, and then this will unscrew. Okay, then you can just take her out. As you can see there, it's got threads in it. So then you can put all this just back up on here temporarily, because it does have a little nut and washer at the bottom of it. So all the other videos I found on YouTube don't have that. Doesn't show you anything about doing that. So as you can see here, I've got the 4 bolts out up here. There's 2 there and there's 2 on the bottom. And then we took the one hose loose here. All they are is just zip tied on there, and they're not real strong on there, hard to get off. Same thing up here, just one little clamp, and this comes right off. So now, good Lord. I've been running this long, being it's an 03 20-year-old machine, and they're just now having trouble with it. That tells me that this thing is probably one of the most reliable jet skis out there, because there are literally no videos on this. A lot of videos on the 650 pump and everything. Huh. Yep, that goes all the way through. So, one of them crazy little screws that nobody else shows you.
All the way in the back.
This will be on the left side, right up there below the hose.
And if you can see it, you should be able to see it, is where its hand's at.
So that's about long enough to go through that housing. Yep. around here, make sure there ain't no more. You know, it's funny, all the videos that are out there on removing these jet pumps, not one of them show you the Yamaha XLT. A whole bunch of Sea-Doos and Kawasaki's and everything else, so I'm assuming that just by that this is probably one of the more reliable machines out there. Alright, so, well, we did find out it was broken. So, as you can see here, I've already got these disconnected. And just so you know, these are just pushes. You just push these back and these pop right off of the gears. So I've got the one hose, the top hose disconnected here already, and the throttle linkage, I mean I don't know what you call it, the shift linkage. This is for your forward and reverse. And it just mounts right here. You just take this nut off the bottom here, and then you take an Allen wrench and take that right there and loosen it up. You pretty much have to take this off to get this off, just so you know. There is not one single video I found on YouTube that shows that this comes off. You look at the nut, you think the nut just comes off and it pops up. It does not. This actually unthreads from the unit. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out. And as you can see here, we got a new unit. So we're going to pull it out. And we're going to put this new unit in here. And we should be good to go with it running. And note to self, rinse these off. Whenever you're taking these in and out of the water, see all this corrosion? And this is after cleaning it. So rinse these off, people. This will save you a headache and a long run of ton of time getting this loose. And there's nothing to them once you get everything else out. Just like that. So you can hear the grinding. So this one bent somewhere in here, because you can see where it's been on the edges here, where it's been grinding the edges. You can look right here, you can see where it's been hitting. So something's bent it. That's probably the wood chunk that we took out of it. This could probably be sanded down on the inside and everything, but to pull this all out and do that is really the labor is worth the labor costs more than the unit to buy a used unit. So it's if you have the time to do it yourself, do it yourself. Take the shaft off and do it yourself and just clean it up. I mean, as long as it's not bent, a lot of times you can just get away with redoing them. In this particular case, it's not worth the customer's trouble, you know, or my time. It costs them more for me to do that than it would just to buy another unit. So in this case here, we're going to put the new unit up in here, and we're going to rock and roll with it.
Yeah, we're chilling out here, ladies in the rear, our feet in the water, top disappears, drinking Malibu Patron or a beer in a cup. Girl, I can hook you up. We all get to dance and I get to chancing, kissing that country girl, romancing, a whole lot of love, bumping out of the bar. Yeah, we're on the boat.
Alright, here she goes, girl. Let's see what happens.